Okay, take two. Will it work? Will it not work? Oh, oh, we're at 3,000 kilobits now. That's more than 1,000. So I wonder if OBS can't, there's a bug with this new graphics card. Hmm. Hmm. Well, whatever. You get what you get, right? It's AV1, so it's probably fine. So, yesterday was truly wild. Yesterday was the launch of the 9070, the RX 9070, the 9070 XT. And I, of course, picked one up. Got it right here, RX 9070. And the reason why I wanted today was the launch one. I had an RTX 5080. I should preface that by saying that I had a 5080, and I don't know, it's just like I had some car issues come up, and the 9070 honestly isn't that far off of the 5080, because basically if you look at it like this, it's basically on par with the 5070 Ti, the 9070 XT. It's some games it wins, some games it loses, but you know, it'll average out to be the exact same. So there, you know, it's also right here in the same amount with the 4080 Super. So it's really like 10-15% worse than a 50. If you add on some overclocking to the 5080, it's a little bit more. But I don't know, man. I just don't play that many games anymore either. So I figured I might as well put many hundreds of dollars in my pocket and just go with the better brand. But yeah, they sold out everywhere. So to everyone, to every tech YouTuber, to every person in the comment section of any video or tweet or whatever that was saying that 600 was a meh price, it needed to be 550, blah 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 blah. They sold out everywhere. And people are pissed that they sold out everywhere. People are pissed that it has done incredibly well. But what are you gonna do? Right? What are you gonna do? So what game should I try? I don't even know. Like, it really doesn't matter. What games was I even playing? I was playing Star Wars Outlaws, Silent Hill 2. I guess I could, yeah, I mean, you know what game. It's Cyberpunk. And I'll try and tell this story yesterday too. Because, so not only did I woke up at 5 a.m. after going to bed at 2 a.m. and I waited in line for the 9070 XT. Thankfully, it was only a couple hours that I had to wait instead of 18, which was insane. I think there's really a problem here with this. We're at 100 kills. That is not. Oh, it just skyrocketed for some. Okay. So OBS may need some updating, but that it always needs some updating, right? Ah, look at that. I missed it. Should have only been away for a month from AMD cards, but I missed it. So that went well with Micro Center, right? Waited in line for a couple hours, got my card, got the card of choice actually that I wanted, and all was well. You know, I was just posting on my Snapchat story, my personal Snapchat story, about it, and just, you know, well, I'm in line, whatever. So one of my friends snaps me, and he goes, "Hey, what are you? Didn't you just get a graphics card? What are you doing with the other one?" And I go, "Oh, I'm gonna sell it because I'd rather have the extra money, you know, because the 9070 XT is a really good thing." And he's like, "Hey, can I buy it?" And I'm like, my first thing is like, I don't know, man. I don't really want to charge you $1,500, which is what they're worth, you know. So I'm like, but I guess I'll have. It won't be as much of a pain. So I was decided, okay, I'll do it. And I'm like, okay, I'll just go. And he actually said if I give you $50, will you just go to my house and literally install the 5080? And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll do that because, you know, it's whatever. So I get there, and the first thing that happens is he needs a new PSU. Okay, would have expected that, right? It's an old computer, and he had like a 700-watt bronze power supply. It literally didn't even have like 3 8-pins, non-modular. So, okay, whatever. I run to Best Buy and get a power supply. Next, so, you know, that's a little more work. I already had to run to Best Buy and do all that shit and whatever. Okay, fine, whatever, but fine. Next, I put all the power supply in, I put the GPU in, I'm like, okay, everything's good. I don't even remember the Shift O. Or... Damn, 90 FPS. Crazy. And I install the graphics card, I install the power supply, that all goes also well. But then I go to boot the computer, and it will not boot. I don't know why it will not boot, but it will not boot at all. I'm getting a CPU light and a DRAM light. I'm like, that doesn't really make a whole ton of sense because I just changed the GPU and the power supply. I didn't touch the RAM or the whatever, you know, I didn't touch anything like that. Basically, I spent the next 7 hours diagnosing this computer, step by step, eliminating every single possible variable. I went down the list of, oh, maybe the graphics card isn't seated properly because it was kind of like touching this part of the case or something, because the case wasn't big enough for a big ass 5080. So like, okay, maybe that's wrong. I like modified the case a little bit. I put the graphics card in, pulled it out, you know, put it back in. That didn't work. I tried unseating all the RAM. That didn't work. I of course tried plugging in and out all the connectors. That didn't work. I tried, and at this point I'm like, okay, it's gotta be like the power supply or something, right? Because it didn't make any sense that I hadn't touched anything, basically, and that this computer just was not working. That made zero sense to me. So at this point I'm like, okay, well, I need to test to see if this power supply is bad. So I swapped back to the old GPU and power supply because the GPU obviously I didn't have enough connectors for the 3 8-pins or the 12-volt high power, and it still doesn't boot. I'm still getting the same DRAM and CPU light. I'm like, what? Dude, what is happening? So at this point, I'm really afraid because I'm like, dude, I think I just broke this motherboard somehow. Which I don't think I've ever broken a computer part. But for some reason, like, you know, shit happens. So I assumed that I just bricked this motherboard. And I was searching and thinking and like, okay, what else could this possibly be besides the motherboard? You know, just going down through all the lists. And I should preface everything by saying that this computer that I was working on was filthy. It had no side panels on. I look at how many motherboard screws there are. There's like one motherboard screw. There's missing screws everywhere. There's dust and dirt everywhere over everything. So I'm like, this is weird. Maybe it's a short. Maybe somewhere the motherboard is shorting to the case because it's not on standoffs properly. So I put a bunch of screws or random ass screws in. That still doesn't work. And I'm like, shit, that still didn't work. At this point though, I'm still not entirely convinced that it's not a short because there's a lot of, like I said, there's just a lot of jank shit with this case. So instead of trying to somehow salvage this case that is so far gone, it's not even funny, I decided to literally go to Best Buy again and just get a whole new case. Because I'm like, there's too many unknown factors in this case. I don't know why or what it's like, what could be causing this. I'm just going to get a new case and fucking rebuild this computer. And that's exactly what I did. I went to Best Buy. I got sold the stupid fucking membership thing again. They're like, you should buy your membership. No, I'm not buying your membership. And finally, put all the shit back in. Okay, it's time to turn it back on. Finally got the guy that I'm, you know, my friend that I'm working on this for, comes back home. And at this point, I'm like, dude, yeah, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this. Ever. I press the fucking power button once everything's turned on, and it just boots. Boots like normal. So all of that was either due to some short or some like F panel connector or some shit like that. They got knocked weird. That is just an absolutely insane like series of events. I don't think I'll ever, and I have excluded so many different steps. It's not even funny. It truly isn't. I just can't believe that that's how it ended up. I told that story so shittily. But, okay, well I seem to be having a bug where my AMD software doesn't want to open. But see, that could be user error because I think I might have fucked up the driver install. So this is Ray Tracing Ultra running on a 9070 with XeSS quality. I wonder what happens if I turn, I won't have any way to look at my frame rate though. Turn that off. Yeah. So it does get quite a bit. So we're getting, okay. We're getting 65 FPS with no upscaling, 1440p native, Ray Tracing Ultra. That's pretty fucking good, dude. Like, These are high graphics settings. I'm surprised how much XeSS boosted my performance. XeSS looks really good at the game, for whatever reason. Like, I would happily play with XeSS like this. Yeah, 100. I'd definitely take 100 for slight visual. Although I wonder if I... Like, in this game for some reason, the frame generation is not good. Like, the in-game frame generation, whatever it's called. The driver frame generation is literally better. I'm not gonna lie, I will kind of miss MFG, multi-frame generation. And, you know, I'll miss the ray tracing performance of the 5080 and stuff like that and blah 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 blah. But I won't be able to I won't miss not being able to close my side panel because the fucking GPU is too thick. This one fits in there just fine, even though it's only like it's like 2.4 inches versus 2.7. Oop. I'm dying.
I can't.
Yeah, you can. Dude, this fucking graphics card's a beast, man. This thing is a beast. Dude, if this is the experience that people are going to get from a $600 graphics card, this is good. Damn. This is really, I'm just not thinking about that. Like, this is $600. All I'm using is upscaling. It's not some fancy fucking, it's not even like a AI upscaler or anything. This is just XeSS. So once FSR4 hits most games, you know, it'll be even better because image quality will be even better. Like, $600 is getting you ultra ray tracing settings at like 100 FPS at 1440p. That's really fucking good. Stop dying.
Finish this another time. Ugh, gonna puke. We were talking about...
My name is Dakota Smith. If you're looking for jobs out here, you will find them with me.
What nation you ride with, Dakota?
The Aldecaldos. But I do not ride anymore.
I'm V. Rode with the backers.
You rode. Past tense. And now?
Now I don't.
I see. We will be in touch, V.
We will be in touch, V. Yeah, this is crazy. Like, I will happily play like this. Really. And once FSR4 gets... I really hope that... I don't know why I can't call my car. Oh, am I not supposed to have my car right now? I think I'm... Yeah, that's what it is. I think I'm at the point in the game where the car got impounded, so I can't call the car. Even though I have other cars. Man, people don't even stop anymore. I think that's probably... I kind of want to go into the city though. I need someone's car. Stop fucking running me over, people, and let me steal your car. Damn. Yeah, maybe I'm not giving them enough time to stop. Who knows? Here, I'll just take this one. Oh, don't tell me I can't take it. I thought it wasn't gonna let me take it. Okay, I'll just, no. Map. My fucking scroll wheel, dude. I hate it.
The information from Okada-san, very valuable. I also learned something through my own efforts. We must meet.
Where'll it be this time? Trash processing plant? deserted in-cart station?
In the south of Japantown, there is a street market. It is on the footbridge above the main street. Use the elevators. It is easy to get lost. I am on my way there. Do not make me wait.
Okay, I will definitely say... That is not what I said. I will definitely say... I am, like... FSR3/XCSS versus DLSS. Who would have thought? Not as good. I am noticing a lot of artifacting now that I'm driving around. So, for now, I think it would be a better option to go like this. And then just bump this down to like medium. See where that gets me. Not that great. One thing to keep in mind though is that this is a worst case scenario for this. Excuse me. Like, I think Cyberpunk showed the biggest delta between like a 5070 Ti versus the 9070. How am I getting...
All units in Santo Domingo, a crime has been reported.
Roger, dispatch. Standing by for coordinates.
Let me out. No ray reconstruction. Let's turn it off now. Why when I turn... Oh. Whoops. I thought there was a ray tracing, like... Wait. What? I thought there was a... I can jump over that shit. I keep hitting my watch.
Think I'm just some dumb cunt? Get back.
Oh.
Am I seeing things? Or is there something there?
Why are people like...
I'll give you a
Okay, good game. Unform. Okay, so this bug so far where I cannot open my drivers. That is annoying. I would appreciate it if you did that.